Right. Time to start the hunt. Marius, you will lead the preliminary search of the valley, but warn me before engaging the dragon. I will notify the local officials of our arrival. Once you have any information, come and find me and we'll head out. Understood?
Yes, Mom.
Good. This will be a day to remember, Slayers. Now, hop to it. Not so fast, my eager newborn. Your mental state is still highly volatile, so I'm keeping you on a tighter leash. Don't worry, I have an assignment for you as well. Enter the town and ask the villagers about the dragon. Some are bound to have seen it. I'll most probably be in the barracks. The local captains and whatnots always want to talk to Slayers. Makes them think they're grander than the peasant sitters they are.
Good day, Dragon Slayer. Welcome to...
Welcome, Slayer. Broken Valley is a very quiet little place most of the time, but I won't complain. I don't envy the guards in other places in Rivellon who have to fight marauders each day. And as a soldier, you have all you need here. Barracks, a smith, and most importantly, a tavern.
So good to see you, Slayer. We sent a messenger to the Slayer Academy a week ago, so not very long, but we were impatient. Dragons are no laughing matter if you ask me, so we're glad to have you here.
I'm sorry, but I can't talk right now, Slayer. I'm doing my rounds, see?
I greet you, Slayer. Indeed I have. When I was on patrol with Lieutenant Lewis. We saw it high up in the vicinity of the locked temple. The New Order, Rivertown's finest. Our order was established after the Great War in honor of the fallen divine. Members are called Seekers because we spend our lives in personal searching and attempting to embody the ideal that is the divine. But that does not mean that we are merely some sort of ecclesiastical order. We are warriors, above all, who serve and protect Rivellon. There is a famine in Rivertown because of 2 consecutive failed harvests. That is why a delegation of Seekers under the command of Lieutenant Lewis was sent here to claim food stocks. I think we pretty much have what we need now, and I'm confident we'll be returning home quite soon. By all means.
Hello, friend. I'm Wellesley, and I always welcome a chat, that I do. Dragons, you say? Yeah, interesting creatures, I'm sure. Never seen one, though. Not by me. I stand guard here all day. Can't very well leave my post to do some dragon spotting now, can I? Nope, as I said, I stand guard right here. A very responsible job standing guard. It's a bit of a family tradition, actually. My father was a guard, and his father before him. Come to think of it, so was his mother. Assess. There's goblins. That's right, goblins. Pretty risky, no, goblins? I'd be sure to assess the goblins if I were you, Slayer. Please, come see me anytime.
Welcome, Slayer. I'm Keen. Not much, I'm afraid. I haven't left town in weeks. There are guards who have seen something, though. I hope that helps. About myself. I'm a guard, and have been since the day I was old enough to join. Father Roman did tell me I was smart enough to study, but I didn't want to leave home. You'll find that joining the guard is popular around here, mostly because the wages are good and there's little actual danger. We're not great warriors like you slayers by a long shot, but I wouldn't want to trade our life expectancies. Safe travels.
I'm telling you, Stan, I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Hello there, Slayer. Very good to see you. I've got me something to tell you, Slayer. I've seen a dragon.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Never mind him, I know what I saw. Last night I was looking out my window and I saw this great big beast in the sky. Right scared I was, so I hid in the closet. Way back in the valley. Now go get the bleeding bugger, Slayer, that's what you're here for, right?
Good day, Slayer. Not all that bad, though I'm starting to miss me usual seat in bar there. 'Tis that, but me arthritis don't agree. Problem is, me young friend, some of them seekers are in Black Boar. Making an awful ruckus and behaving right badly, that lot is. Me and Ollie ain't not going back till them rowdy no-gooders is gone, I can tell you that.
I'm telling you, Stan, I saw it.
Hello again. Can't say that I have. Ollie's gone nuts if you ask me, saying he saw a dragon.
I'm saner than you, I am. And I tell you, I seen it.
Of course you have. And I was chased by fork-wielding squirrels. Hey, hey, hey! Alt best.
Give me then ye old word of passing. Latest model, newest magical properties, state of the art. Hey, you be the one that has to say things like, give me then ye old word of passing. Yes, 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 on with it.
Gold, more gold. Gold is all that man thinks of.
More gold you shall have.
Another one to add to the collection.
Welcome, traveller. I am Lamotte, travelling merchant. Whatever it is you need, I have just the thing. I hail from Rivertown, where I work most of the time, but Adaroth and Broken Valley are always on my yearly trader route. It's a dangerous life, this, the travelling merchant business, but the new order provides good protection most of the time. Much needed protection, I dare say. Bandits and highwaymen are a real menace in the valley, not to mention the wyverns in the Oribus fjords. Boy, business is slower than an octogenarian slug. Come again. Hey there, Slayer. Can I interest you in some fine American wine?
What can I do for you?
Can't say I have, no. You could call it that. Roman, he's a priest, would tell you it's the most important position in town. I'd call it the most useless. Broken Valley hardly gets any visitors, and those that do come spend a lot more time in the Black Boar. Blast. I forgot my belt under my bed in the barracks again. Yeah, bye.
You look quite pale, my son. What is it that weighs on your conscience?
I committed a sin, Father. I stole a fellow miner's pick and shovel.
Welcome, Slayer. I am Roman, priest of the New Order, and I'm looking for an experienced warrior. Caution is a virtue, child. You're wise to let it guide you. Let me tell you something about this valley. Once it was the home of a mighty dragon lord, long before the Divine had fallen. This dragon knight was slain, though I do not know by whom or what for. His spirit, however, survives to this day, and dwells in his now ravaged tower. As a slayer, you will probably have heard of him. His name is Lovis. Ah, I thought you would. Now, here's why I talked to you about this. I am very interested in the unique magical items that may still rest in this tower. I dare not enter it myself, however, and would like you to scout this ominous structure. I hope you will find something of interest. If you do, please let me know. I wish you the best of luck. Well, not that much, really. I do know he was the only child of Anastas, a queen of the ancient kingdom of Ferrol. But of his childhood or education, I know nothing. More famous, of course, are his martial exploits. He fought, in dragon form, a duel with Brom, another dragon knight. It took place high above this vale. He won by biting off his opponent's head. His mightiest accomplishments, though, were made during the Battle of the 10,000. He killed 600 Black Ring troops and 3 of their generals. It was called the Battle of the 10,000, by the way, because that's how many were killed between dawn and dusk that day. And that's all I can tell you. Maybe Naberius knows more. He's very interested in Lovis and the history of this place. You can find him a bit further north down the valley, where he lives in his cave home. I have, yes. I went to visit the ruined chapel down the valley last week. When I returned at nightfall, I heard the sound of great wings. I looked up and saw the dragon. A frightful experience, I assure you. May you always enjoy the protection of the angels.
Here lies Stan, inscription pending. Here lies Simon the Liar. At least that's what we think.
What are you coming around here for? Have you not helped me?
I enjoy gloating, fellow. You should try it sometime.
Miserable man. I bet you never felt affection for a thing in your life.
Hey there, Dragon Slayer. I'm Richard of Alaroth. Care to make some extra money? I specialize in tracking down and exterminating goblins. Obviously, there are plenty of the little bastards to go around, so I'll pay you for every goblin heart you bring me. That's the spirit. Bring me the hearts, and coin will follow.
These peasants are so gullible. The hearts they fetch me are worth 3 times as much back home.
Ah, you're back. What news? Last dragon was dispatched well before my time and nowhere near Broken Valley, so I doubt a dragon knight will turn up here. The best. I am a champion of Adaroth, defender of the Hina city. We're garrisoned inside the city and keep a large presence in the Orobas fjords. You won't find better soldiers in Riverron, Slayer. Not even those of your order, I might add. Certainly not those New Order softies. Them and their damned devoutness. Just go find something to kill already. Why, because of the source, of course. It is a magical stream of water that heals every wound. What do you think is the main ingredient of those little red potions you have? Yes, the source is the pride and joy of the city, and has survived the 2 Adaroth slaughters and the last war with Damien. Long may she run, Slayer. Hail the source, and hail Adaroth. And you, Slayer.
Slayer, please listen. I'm in desperate need of help. It's me pigs, you see. The New Order impounded 3 of them. But they're not pets and were never intended to be eaten. They say there's a famine somewhere, but I don't want to lose me little ones. Oh, bless you, Slayer. The pigs are over at Jackson's farm. Whisper Rosebud in Mark Kevin's ear, and they'll move to a safe location.
Slayer, have you heard? Upton told me he caught Lieutenant Lewis in the woods this morning with no pants on. Isn't it just frightful? Have you heard what they say about the Slayers? They say they're as tall as trolls and just as strong. What? You can't be. You're not as tall as a troll.
Good Lord, not another Slayer. Stop disturbing me, will you? Or I'll never be able to finish. Lot of fairy tale believing infants playing soldier, nothing more. Yeah, wind follows, pigs fly. I think I lost my cellar key last time I saw Dana in Tim's barn, but oh, it was worth it. I have to get back to work.
Oh my, you startled me, citizen. I guess you could say that. You'd be too if you'd seen what I saw. A dragon. Down the valley. Large as a house it was. Nearly scared me to death. I need to breathe for a bit. Excuse me.
Swing those swords, maggots! Faster! Swing them harder! No time to talk, Slayer! I have to train these pathetic excuses for soldiers!
Hey there. Fine day, isn't it? I was, yes. But now you Slayers have arrived. That changes everything. Indeed, near the big temple down the valley. I'm sure those great red eyes saw me, but it left me alone. After being that lucky, I'm not leaving town before you slayers have dealt with the beast. Not really. I sing songs to myself and have chats with other guards. From time to time, I compose dirty limericks and share them with the drill sergeant. He's always up for a good laugh. Bye, Slayer.
My, a real dragon slayer. It's an honor to meet you. I haven't seen it myself, no, but some of the other guards have. Spooked them, I can tell you that. What can I do for you, Slayer? What is that supposed to mean? Ah, how kind of you. I figured a dragon slayer would hold that opinion, especially with a commander like Rode around. Will do, Slayer.
Shiny. Another one to add to the collection. Another one to add to the collection. The door won't open.
Don't come tapping on my shoulder now. I'll die of fright. The drill sergeant will kill me if he finds out I lost my mace. It must have slipped from my hand near old Jackson's farm. I remember holding on to it before I reached the place. You do that. Oh, dragons. Nasty creatures.
This is rubbish. The door won't open.
Welcome to our town, Slayer. I'm Linda, the miller's daughter. I do, yes. Though he does the actual milling. I usually fetch the grain from Jackson's farm. With an escort of guards, of course. That can get a bit tedious. But Peavy and Quincy don't seem to mind. Not really. I mean, it's such a quiet little place. It was different a long time ago when the people used to call these lands the Valley of Shrines, and warlords were as numerous as the rabbits. The most exciting thing to happen now is a wild creature coming too close to the walls, or having visitors such as yourself. It's not that I mind this uneventful life, but I do hope to see the cities one day, and maybe even meet an interesting man. I just hope they're not all like that champion Ricky or something. I said hello and he pinched my... Well, the lady shouldn't tell. Why did I have to lose my coin purse in the chapel? I just hope I can sneak back in before Father Dominic collects it. Enjoy your stay.
Another one to add to the collection. Another one to add to the collection.
Yes, anything this old miller can do for you. Can't say I have. I rarely leave my mill, you see. That's how things work in Broken Valley, Slayer. We are completely self-sufficient with a mill, smithy, farm, and barracks. The tavern is the only real place of commerce, and is popular with traveling merchants and the odd traveler. Then I'll get back to work.
Shiny. Another one to add to the collection.
Introibo ad altere Dei, ad Deum qui latifica juventutta mia, judicar me, Deo se discerne causa mia de gente non sancta, ab homine, iniquo et doloso erue me.
Beautiful, isn't it? The divine is truly wonderful.
Please don't disturb me, Slayer. Try to listen to Father Dominic.
Please let me sit and think for a while. I need some solitude, you see.
Indulgentiam absolutionem et remissionem peccatorum nostrorum tribuat nobis omnipotens et misericors Dominos memento etiam Domini.
Another one to add to the collection. Another one to add to the collection. Another one to add to the collection.
Welcome to me home, Slayer. Thanks, we have indeed. A fine spot to live is this. Can't say that of all the places in old Rivlon, with them demon kind and necro dancers and their horrors. But over here, no. You'll see nothing bad'll happen to this valley. Not in a million years. Aye, we have that. Mind you, if it weren't for me, you'd find nothing but bleeding cauliflowers. Me husband Folo loves his damn pigs so much he'd never eat 'em. But I make sure the guests over at the Black Boar get their chops in time. Silly man. Imagine becoming a pig farmer and not wanting to butcher the things. Aye. Bye.
Have you read History of the Dragon Knights? A fascinating read. Don't miss out on it.
Shiny. Another one to add to the collection.
Good to see you've arrived safely, Commander Road.
Thank you, Lieutenant. How are things here?
As well as can be expected after the dragon sightings.
I have ordered the construction of defences. Soon peace and quiet will return.
Another one to add to the collection. Shiny. Shiny. Shiny.
That's good to see a new face in the barracks. Yeah, sometimes it seems there are more military men here than inhabitants. That's mostly because the valley, idyllic though it may look, is a really hostile area. You have your bandits and goblins, but also, well, so they say, a crazy wizard. Not to mention the haunted Citadel Tower. Without a strong guard presence, our little town would be a smouldering ruin in the span of a few days. Spares, Oh, I'm afraid not, no. But Dirk sells them at reasonable prices, so if you need anything, go see him. Well, good luck out there.
A warm welcome to you, Slayer. I am Rodney, captain of the guard. Some farmers complain about dead stock, and a few of them claim to have seen a dragon fly over their fields during the night. Oh, I do. But the farmers here are a suspicious lot, and they like to tell tall tales. The village itself has been quiet lately, but there are always the much-feared outlaws. Check the wanted bulletins to see which criminals we want brought to justice. But beware, there is a reason this scum is still at large. Even veteran guards shy away from hunting them. What is there to say? It was the first edifice to be built here at a time we humans were a rare sight in this part of Rivellon. That was long ago, when a dragon knight still ruled here, and this land was known as the Valley of Shrines. The fact that a military building was the town's first construction is telling for the hardships its settlers had to endure. But they persevered, and soon a wall was built. Then a smithy, a mill followed, and so on. The top floor of this barracks was built only after the Great War, which is why there are no stairs leading up to it. Only a rather inconvenient ladder. All the best, Slayer.
Who will build the dragon defences?
The local blacksmith, Dirk.
Undoubtedly, he was very enthusiastic.
Hardly.
Welcome, Dragonslayer. If your duties do not keep you too busy, might you consider helping me out? The matter involves some exciting, but shall we say, extracurricular activities. However, a positive outcome should bring honor to us both. Capital. This is the situation. A sizable group of outlaws has been targeting merchant caravans these past few months. So far, we've not been able to locate their hideout. Even so, we did manage to capture one of the louts some days ago. Neither threats nor torture can convince him to share what he knows, so we need to deal with him otherwise. I want you to help him escape. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm convinced it'll work. All you have to do is go to the burnt-out chapel down the valley. There you can find a hidden switch that will open a tunnel that leads right into his cell. He's put in that cell for a reason. It gives access to an old and complex escape route dug by the town's soldiers many years back. Getting this bandit out will surely earn his trust. After the escape, hear him out, convince him you want to join the Highwaymen. The rest is self-explanatory. Fantastic. Good luck, Slayer.
This incessant small talk makes me want to be creative with my blade. Tell me you have something to report so we can commence the hunt. Praise be the divine! Go on, tell me. Good. That gives us a clear sense of direction. I hope Marius will be back with more news soon. But in any case, before we go, I want you to enter the tomb in the back of the chapel. The next part of your initiation would have been the confronting of hostile undead in a crypt beneath the academy in Rivertown. To feel the wrath of a nether spirit for the first time is a harrowing experience. During this confrontation, the mixture of fear, elation, and the grim perseverance that hallmarks dragon slayers releases large amounts of adrenaline. This helps to stabilize the initial chaos the memories cause. The effect is temporary, however, so the next and last part of the ritual is... Slayer? Are you all right? It's the dragon memories. They're getting to you. Take this key and face that ghost. Hurry now, before the effects get worse.
Well, obviously they don't like... because confiscating their stocks.
The famine in Rivertown is more important than local rumbles.
Exactly so.
This is a restricted area, Slayer. Well, okay. Go ahead. But don't take too long.
I can't move this.